right, guys, here we go. New day, same program. So I've been posting a little bit more on Instagram, trying to build up that community. And yesterday I was going over some pictures of myself on Facebook. I have so many photos that I'm not proud of. I have pictures of myself in many stages of my life. And a lot of those photos is of me under the influence. And of course, right? Of course, like I don't like Facebook much, actually, at all. Like it's the worst platform that, to me, like it's I could go on and dedicate a whole video to that, but that's not what this is about. Anyway, so yeah, I was going over photos and just analyzing how my life was and all that stuff. So this video right here, I wanted to speak on, I guess, why I did some of the things that I did, back then, and how, like, basically, yeah, that's it. Like, why I did what I did. I'm an addict, full on, full force addict. And, just thinking about the way I maneuvered through life and the way I utilized certain relationships, friendships, and all that. So what inspired this video is thinking about why I was always balls deep into something. And what I mean by that is I was always involved in some sort of party, some sort of hangout. I'm an only child, so that has something to do with it, I'm sure, as well. But thinking on how I was back then, I would always be around and surrounding myself with people that either drank or did drugs, plain and simple. So not everybody is like me. Not everybody was an addict. So, I'd hang out with a certain group at a certain place for that duration, for the night or whatever. While they were done, I wanted to keep the party going. I wanted to keep the drinking going. I wanted to keep everything going. It's crazy to think about, man. Like, that's what it boils down to. Like, whenever a night would end and I'd be drunk, I still wanted to be involved in something. I didn't want to go home because I never really liked drinking by myself. When it came to H, I loved being by myself. But pre-H, like the X, the Cokes, the G's, all that stuff, man, like, every time I would drink, that would lead to that stuff. And like I said, not everybody's an addict. So myself, I needed to keep that party going until I pass out, until something happens to me, because I couldn't stop. I was unstoppable. I was on autopilot for years, man. And that got me to jail, of course, in and out of detox, the jails and the institutions, right? And I'm still here, so thankful for that. And had to restart my life over at 39. I went into detox for the final time, and I was in rehab for 4 months. Thankful for that. For my situation, the longer the better. The longer the better, man. So yeah, that I always think about the past. I always think about myself. And right now that I am working on myself physically, it's a trip, man. Just thinking about the past. Now that I'm bettering myself, of course I think how I could be better and all that, but I didn't care about any of that stuff back then. So yeah, man, I always think about why I do what I do and why people do what they do, you know? So I don't know if you guys can relate with that. I don't know if you guys have thought about stuff like that. Mainly the addicts, you know? This doesn't really, this video and this type of stuff, this type of conversation really doesn't qualify a normie, you know, a non-addict. Unless you know somebody who's going through this, then yeah, you know, watch these videos and try and pull some gems, and hopefully some stuff I say makes sense. Because everything I've done in the past is making sense to me. And, you know, I just have like epiphanies, just random thoughts come in my head. Oh, okay, you know? When you're sober, when you're clean, for me, I don't need shrooms to figure stuff out, you know? There's people that go on these missions to figure stuff out, but nah, man. Just keep working on yourself. If you're trying to figure something out, figure out what part you had in that situation. Thanks for listening.